Hi, this is Steve with Worm Kings, and this is my African Nightcrawler Mega Inn, and I'm going to give a demo on how I do a feeding. Essentially, what I've done here to prepare things a bit is I've taken away my top layer of shredded cardboard for the most part. You can see I've got some pretty good activity from the African Nightcrawlers and the amount of castings that you see here. Essentially, when I feed, what I do is bring the material from one half of the bin to the other side, and I do bury the food waste, and that is pretty much a precaution, trying to keep the population of, say, fungus gnats and fruit flies from exploding. I do freeze food beforehand, and that takes care of things for the most part. But I've got some pretty good microbial activity. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and just bring this material like I just told you about, bring it to the other side of the bin, and you can see I've got a pretty good population of worms in here. Holy cow, you know what this is? This is from pumpkin time here. It's going to take a while for those guys to break that down, but I'll just keep it in there just for seeing how long that's all going to take. And I get down to a pretty good amount here. What I'm going to do, I have some a little bit with the shredded cardboard I'm going to put in too. And what that will do is soak up some of that extra juices from the juice pulp. I use organic juice pulp from a organic juice shop. And they're generous enough to let me go ahead and use their pulp. And let me go ahead and drop in about 10 pounds of material here. Here you can see I'm coming across the top. I don't like to get it more than 2 inches deep. It might have been a little bit too generous there. Well, that's okay. Now, if it gets too hot in here, the worms will just move across to the side that I didn't feed, because the temperatures are going to be a lot cooler there on that side. And you can see what I've got is some some kale, avocado. I've got some beet material. It's really some great stuff, and what I've done is mix that with some coffee grounds. I've got some eggshell dust mixed in there, and I didn't do it on this feeding, but what I do on occasion is throw in some glacial rock dust, and if I have to, if I feel I need to, a little bit of calcium carbonate if I don't have the eggshell dust. But what I'm going to do now is go ahead and just bury this material. You can see I gotta stick my pumpkin stem in there, and I'm going to go ahead and move this over the top too, and all this material, even it out a little bit. And I've got a pretty good population, so they aren't the real big African Nightcrawlers. When you have a higher density of population, the worms are smaller, but they still make great castings. And that's what I'm doing this for, is primarily the castings. Now I've got about a half gallon of water. It is the winter time of the year, so I'm going to douse things up a bit. And during the winter it does get a little bit drier than you'd like. And I'm not much of a mister. I don't like to take too much time getting a little moisture on there, so I'll go ahead and use the old water container there. And I'm going to go ahead and put on actually another layer of the shredded cardboard now. Spread that over the top. About another good 2.5 gallons of shredded cardboard, some paper. And we'll leave things alone now. I go ahead and record the date that I've done this, and today is the 28th. My last feeding was actually about 9 days ago, so I'll wait approximately another 10 days, and I'll feed them on the opposite side. That's all for now. Y'all worm on now. Bye for now.